So, it's morning day 4. A little bit chilly, not so bad as it was. I'm just feeling like being bundled up right now. The sun's just coming up. We got a really early start because we knew that the time had changed. So the sun came up an hour earlier today. It got down to 45 degrees last night, which is pretty chilly. But one of the tips we've learned is that an electric blanket uses actually a fairly low amount of power and will keep a person warm all night long, and you don't need to like super huge sleeping bags on board or anything like that. So everybody was snuggly, and we anchored last night, and I think we used maybe 70 amp hours through the night, just keeping everybody warm, which is pretty good, honestly. I'm happy with that. So we're underway once again. We're gonna do a 12-hour motor today. We were gonna try to get to the open ocean and do an overnight, but I think we're gonna miss the timing of the tides, and we'd end up getting into Onslow Beach, North Carolina against the tide, and the wind would be against the tide also, and it would be nighttime. So we're not gonna push it. I've come up with an alternative route that can still get us to Charleston about midday, a couple days from now. So, yeah, better be safe and comfortable than push it hard with new crew and a baby on board. Almost back to civilization and back to cell phone service, and which is good because it's a Monday and I have to do work starting in a few hours. So I need to get to that cell phone zone. The sun just came up. It's nice. Where are we at?
Morehead City. So we're going on the outside tomorrow to Charleston.
Tomorrow evening, yes.
Jessica taking the helm today.
Yeah, they've been at the helm most of the time as I take care of the baby, so giving them a break.
It's really nice out.
Yeah, it's kind of like 70 degrees. It's not 40s and 50s today.
Only like 1 or 2 layers on.
Yeah, one pair of pants today.
Jess, what book are you reading?
I'm reading Swell. It's about a girl who sails and surfs around the world, and it has pretty cool artwork and pictures. I'll show you the pictures. Well, she got all bloody. So I'm on the 3rd or 4th chapter right now. So it's interesting, her struggles as a single woman. Very inspiring.
Say hey, Kira.
Hi.
There's no place I'd rather be, only where you need to be. Can you imagine the way?
We have a copycat. There's another Lagoon 410 back there who's following us. We chatted with him briefly on the radio. I always feel like we're underpropped because we don't seem to go as fast as certain monohulls or other similar sized cats, but he's going like the same speed as us, maybe a teeny bit faster, and I chatted with him on the radio. They overhauled their engines, so they're in great shape, and they run with 2-bladed props. So I think it's the prop size that kind of limits our speed a little bit, but I don't know, maybe that's something we'll look into doing something about. But the 2-bladed props are so cheap compared to those 3-bladed stuff, and especially the 3-bladed folding, which are so nice, but they're super expensive. Anyways, it's nice to see another boat that's basically the same exact boat as ours going the same exact speed as us. It means we're not doing something wrong.
It's time for the joke of the day.
How does a penguin build its house? It glues it.
You're just sitting on the table. See, these are our friends who were following us. They're our friends now. We're waiting for the bridge, and he said if we were 1 minute late, he was not going to let us through, and we were 1 minute late. All right, what time is it? What time is it? What time is it? Quick.
5:24.
All right.
We better get over there.
So let's get over there. Where's the baby? There's the baby. Where's the baby? There's the baby. I've anchored. It's 6:30. It's dark at like 5:45 now. So we got held up by that bridge that you just saw, and we're pulled in, did anchoring in the dark. It's kind of a crowded anchorage. A lot of people here, but we're chilling. Kelsey.
Hey.
Anchored.
For my first time, another first.
She was the one to drop the hook and operate the windlass. So that's a first. Jessica is working on writing in the logbook. Kira's making her mess.
This is our ship's log. And I started it the day we bought the boat.
We haven't been completely faithful to it though.
Yeah.
We are by like a military establishment. Like we couldn't even go to shore here if we wanted to because it's all military, but there's like they shoot up flares every now and then, and there's like explosions and flashes in the distance. We've been hearing them all day. Some of them are like really big and percussive.
They were vibrating some of the boat earlier. Right?
Yeah. So tonight we'll hang out here up bright and early, And then we might cut out tomorrow midday or in the evening into the open ocean and do an overnight sail to Charleston. I think it'll be downwind. We're all a little bit tired, I think. We're all tired.
It's been a long 4 days and I'm ready for bed.
Night.
Well, I still have work to do, so good night.